because I went down this rabbit hole trying to figure out an answer to that question. Like why, how on earth, like why wouldn't they fire him? Why wouldn't they just say you're out? And I thought like, well, maybe they won't fire him because it's too expensive to fire him. Maybe. So
Well, it's always possible a company's that big.
and I'm relatively, I mean, I know the concepts of like, golden parachutes and the
Hmm.
Adam Newman world of parachuting. I know concepts like, severance vesting of shares, like when you
Sure.
get axed and stuff. By the best I can tell, okay, I wrote some things that look at. I have paper. I use
Yeah.
paper. I wrote some things down
Nice. I
here.
like it. I like it.
Um, Muilenberg looks like he's entitled to between cash and all these kind of shares and performance things about 30 some odd $1 million of if he gets canned they have to pay him this, which
Right.
includes $8,300 for tax preparation services. Did you know H&R Block costs $8,300? I
When I
had
use them, it costs about $18.
That's new to me.
Yeah.
And also, they offer $7,500 in outplacement services,
Oh,
they
good.
go to like monster.com and have somebody like put out an ad that says
Yeah.
ex CEO of company possibly going to be convicted of fraud looking for job. I guess that costs 7,500. Can you explain though? Is that like expensive? Like
Well, let me add
is that a
something.
reason?
You're actually missing two parts of this. Is that he also gets about $12 million in pension. That's his accumulated benefit right now, about $12 million, and he'll also get about 13 million in deferred compensation. So don't forget that, Matt.
Gosh, I need to get fired.
Yeah, you need to get fired for contributing to fatal
But
plane crashes.
is that seriously? Is that like a reason that you might
It
not fire him?
it could be a reason, and oddly, I'm going to say that these numbers have actually gone down. It used to be kind of industry standard that they would get three times their annual salary and bonus, but now it's about one times that. So a man making about $20 million a year would stand to get about a $60 million bonus when he leaves the company. But
This
I
is
think that there's
cheap then.
another.
It's a
Yeah,
discount.
no, we're trending a little bit better in this area, at least in America. But I think there's another more like a bigger, uglier reason why Dennis still has a job. You want to know what I think?
I'm afraid. Yeah.
All right, so I looked at the board of directors here at Boeing because this is really who
They fire
the,
him.
these are his bosses
Yeah, yeah,
essentially.
yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, of course, the weird part of being in America and an American company is that he's also a part of the board, right?
Yeah, of course.
Um, and before a couple of weeks ago, he was two parts of the board because he was the CEO and the chairwoman. But now he's no longer that. He's just the CEO. Okay. So here's what I dug up about the board. There's 14 people on the board. Nine of these people, that's all nine of the people from the private sector, all of them, which is two-thirds of the board, all of them are CEOs or former CEOs of America's biggest companies. So these are Dennis's buddies. I mean, these are his peers, right? So there's not going to be a scenario where these CEOs are going to play the blame the CEO game and fire a CEO for this type of incident. It's just I don't think it's going to happen.
I
Um,
mean, do you
yeah,
actually think that? Do you think it's like a skull and bones thing? Like they
I,
actually, their little club?
I mean this would be an example of that possibility, right? Okay. On top of that, there is a clear case of cronyism here. So Dennis, okay, bear with me here.
Oh, man.
Dennis serves on the board of Caterpillar, right?
Okay. I'll take your word
Um,
for it.
and I'm going to just say before I get too deep here, he needs to quit that because he needs time to figure some stuff out at Boeing. All right, I don't know what the hell he's doing at Caterpillar. No, I'm serious. So I don't even know how this is still happening. But he's on the board of Caterpillar with two other Boeing directors, including the company's new chair, David Calhoun.
Uh,
So, and they've been on this board for over 8 years. So this is 8 years of like hundreds of meetings, private jet trips, gold dip donuts. So You are you going to tell me that these three people don't have some kind of a special bond?
I, all right. Um,
Come on,
just so you
give it
know,
to me.
I
Yeah.
could fire you. I've known you for a long time, but I'd be
Wait,
happy
could
to
you?
fire you.
But could you fire me?
I don't think technically I can, but I would be
Yeah,
happy
because you're
to.
half
If
the
you
you're half
think just
the
hanging
host.
out for a long time is enough, you're wrong because I'm happy to fire you.
It's a wrong answer.